Hello everyone, welcome to another video in this channel. And what if I tell you, by the time you are watching this video, my LinkedIn account is publishing LinkedIn content that is automatically, it has researched itself, it has written itself, and it has also created a image banner for itself all by itself. Want to know how? Well, we have created a n8n workflow, and based on that workflow, it will schedule at every 2 days around 4 p.m. It will keep on posting. It will research automatically, finding the latest information, latest news that is there. It is writing the content. It is finding the images that matches with the content and automatically posting to my LinkedIn account. So if you are struggling to stay consistent in LinkedIn, and also if you are a developer trying to find out a very nice project that you want to develop with AI, this video is for you. And I believe this is going to be a very interesting video as always. So stay tuned and let's get started.
Nice. So now let's deep dive into the pipeline. This is the entire pipeline, what you see here, and it has like 5 stages. Stage one is a schedule trigger where uh, every 2 days that I have been scheduling for around 4 p.m. around that, which automatically does that. So that's where the schedule trigger has to be done. Come in. Stage two is the AI agent and the Tavli tool, which has been used for the real-time web search, and the LLM that will curate the content and then create an automatic content for it. So that's where stage two is. Now, stage three is where the coding is happening, which is here. Now, this is a simple code where we are parsing the content that the LLM has created and cleaning that into an output that is well known for the other next nodes. Now here I want to specify, guys, is that we all been hearing about a lot of hue and cry about coding will be gone, coding is not needed. Now I want to emphasize is that coding is definitely needed, and the reason is that the time of to complete a code might reduce, but you need to know the code, because if you need to understand the underlying logic behind things that are working, you need to know the code. So that's why coding is never going to go. So you need to know the code, at least the what is happening with the code is much needed. So that's where please focus on code and to understand what codes are talking about and all these things, and run through each of these steps definitely. Now stage 4 is where again the entire another LLM which is being used, and we are using Gemini, and the entire content that is created by the LLM, the previous LLM, we are utilizing uh, we are utilizing a headline generator where it will extract, the LLM will extract all, understand the content that we have created, and then create a very one liner header for the next node. Now why, what node? Again, we are again adding another code that is available on top of it, so that it is cleaned. And associated node that is there with the image generator is that we had the banner code, and then that banner code is text is translated into the stability AI, where we are generating the image. So it is an image generator or image creator that extracts the headline, and from that post it creates a banner image. And the last stage, which is 5, is where we are directly pushing it into LinkedIn, and we are pushing it inside a company page, and we will showcase how I'll showcase how to do that. So that's the entire process flow that you see, and I'll go through each. So as I said, schedule trigger. So how to add a schedule trigger is this: coming here, and then you can type in the intervals that are there. I have given days, so it's like 2 days, like this way. If you see, this is what the trigger says: every 2 days at 4 p.m. it should run, it will trigger itself automatically. I'll remove this, and The trending topics, this is the pro step, I would say. This is the pro step. Why? Because all the vanilla things that are available is here. And this is where the prompt engineering comes into picture. What we have done is that we have the AI agent is need to work, but we have said that you are a social media strategist. Your task is to write a very nice professional post for the LinkedIn. There is some goals that are there. It should always reach out to Tavily for the informations, and that information has to be within 24 to 48 hours only. And we want to see some of the breakthroughs, AI trends that cannot be overlooked, and there should be a current information below written. And then we have added some instruction that you should always connect with Tavily to search those results. Post should be confident. There is a tone of an expert explaining to a colleague. uh, Keep it under 250 to 300. Then do not use markdown or bold, because LinkedIn does not have a bold or something like that. Now, include two emojis maximum wherever you fit, but that should not be always. So wherever it is fixed, it will add emojis, so no scattering of it. It should have a strong hook. Do not use m dash. You know what is m dash, right? That big dash that is not available in the keyboard. So that's an m dash. Make sure the content has some business translation, and then there is a CTA, right? And then the output format should be a JSON, where you have the post and that JSON format with emojis and the hashtags. So we have added hashtags. So that's what the vanilla prompt is all about. And that's where all the things that you see about the content, how the content is coming, is working. Let me actually run this trigger. And also, this is where Grok, now we already have videos. uh, Please look into this video which that pops up. This is where you can understand about Grok or Open Router, how to utilize free APIs which without any cost. So we are using Grok platform. Grok is GROQ, but not GROK, which is Elon Musk's LLM. This is a very nice platform for all your inferences. Now we can use many models. If you see, there is OpenAI models like this, the 20 billion model, all can be utilized. Okay, so I'm using Llama just to test Llama on that. And this is where the tool that we are adding is the Tavily tool. We are doing a post, and you need to figure out the authentication bearer is. Let me go to Tavily for you. And if you go to Tavily, you can actually go to their API keys, get your API keys from there. It's very easy and self-explanatory, because last time also we had a video where we utilized Tavily. So do look into that. Now I'm not going into Tavily. You can see you need to add an authorization and a bearer token. The bearer token is the addition, and this is what your API is. So whenever you are adding, this is your API, but before adding the API, you need to add this bearer word on that. And then we are saying using JSON, and then I'm putting a query that the latest trend in news on the field of AI, or that you want to do it. So that should be the query or the search engine that should be there. So that's what my Tably is working out to figure out all the latest information, the web search. So we are giving our LLM the power to search the web, because as you know, since you are not new in this channel, or if you're new in this channel, then let me add that any LLM has a cutoff date. So it does not have a real-time information with them. So when I said I need 48 hours to 24 hours information, the LLM cannot provide. It will hallucinate. So we cannot give just the LLM to it. So we have to give a tool call that will always search the web and get the information. So that's why we are using Tably. There are other tool calls can be done. You can push in Perplexity. You can push in the SERP API that we have used earlier in many of our examples. So that can be used, and then you can do it. Then we are adding a code, and this code is very simple. This is a JavaScript code, uh, and it says that we just want to clean this output of this node and get so that we are getting a cleaned output. Let me actually run this. Right. Yeah, maybe something happened. So if you see, this is the latest news our LLM has actually compiled with. But if you go to Tavily first, let me go to Tavily and see the search. So this is what Tavily has searched out, that latest trend news for the item, and result it is going to Coursera and finding out top 5 trending on this is zero. So it will go and search for 5 different outputs, and it will has a score that what matches with my query that I have provided, right? And based on that content, it our LLM will compile together, right? Now how AI agent work with tools, we already know on that. So all these 5, it will gather the information, and the most recent will be used by our LLM to create the content. And if you see the content is that this is a JSON with a post that artificial intelligence taking significant leap forward, integrating Gen AI and various applications, realizing the way we integrate with technology. As let me fast forward, as AI continues to evolve, the essentials stay. And then there is, what do you think about this? So this is what our content for this at this time for our LinkedIn post. uh, so this is the content that the it will be generated, it will be pushed to the LinkedIn. And once we have this, let me execute this. And if you see, the difference is that there is this dash and it is a JavaScript, and there are a lot of colons and all these things. This will be cleaned, and then if you see, the code has given me a cleaned output. So this is what we were talking about. I if I have to push this directly into LinkedIn, it might not look great, right? So you have to clean that so that it is very much, nobody can say that it is not a person that is written, right? So that's how we have to clean that with the code. Now once the code is done, as I said, this step will be the image generator. And what I mean by that is that we take this code, that is the content, and based on that content it will create a banner. Let me first execute this, and in the meantime, let us go through the code. And I said that you are an expert content strategist. Your goal is to extract a single most powerful idea from the LinkedIn post below and turn it into a short, punchy this thing. What is my headline must be? You must have 8 words maximum. Capture the code message instantly. Sound like magazine cover, billboards. Content zero hashtag emojis and all those. Bad example is, so we are giving a few shot learning to this prompt. Uh, so we are not giving a zero shot prompting, but we are giving a few shot prompt, that we are giving an example to the prompt, so it understands that this is what a good example and this is what a bad example is. And then AI is changing things for businesses today. Now this is not very generic, right? I want AI cut your workload in half. So that's where it translates, right? And this is the post. If you see, this is the post that we are pulling here, and I'll just delete in that in case. And the output should be in JSON, and the headline is your headline. So it gives us an output. Your headline is AI drives growth, transform your business. So that's the headline for the image. It should be. Now this headline again has to be cleaned, because as you now know that this instance of this output from that LLM has to be cleaned to give us a proper header without any colon, without any post or something before that. It's just a single line of text that AI revolutionize your business now. Now, once we have this, this is where the Stability AI comes in, and this is what Stability AI's website is. You go to Stability AI and you get the API from here. You need to search for the API key. You will get $25 for the first time. Sorry, 25 credits for the first time you log in, and you can generate a key for yourself. And as you utilize, you will be charged. You see, I have like 13 credits available from 25. So. Uh, yeah, generating an image is costly thing, so we need to be around that. But yeah, we whatever we want, we can. There are other ways of generating images as free. We will show sometimes later. I'll show sometimes later on that. But this is stability AI that can give you very good. It's a diffusion model. So I'll go to that. This is a HTTP request that we are pushing, because stability AI, there is no direct connection in n8n. So any n8n, if n8n does not have a connection available within itself, we can just call an HTTP request. How do we call? Let me also show you that. This is an HTTP request. This is the same thing. uh, we just have to call, and this is what the HTTP request look like. We are doing a post, and this is what the URL would look like. Now again, what we have to do is always authorization and the bearer token with the API key has to pass on. And then what we are doing is name, accept, and then image. Now one of the thing I would like to add, and okay, but before that I would like to add is that from data is a type we have to pass on the body. Okay, that will have this text which is coming from this code 1. And because based on that code sentence, it will generate the image, right? And then one of the thing is you need to add is from data, and the value should be webp. So if you are not adding this, then the output will not be as output. The image should not be coming up. So let's run this. It will take some time. It is going to stability AI, and then generating based on the context. Now if you see, they have created a binary file for us, image slash web. Now let's view this, and this is giving us a AI view with a bot. Okay, anyways, so our this should be the image based on this text. And once it is available, let me close this. Oh, sorry, my bad. We'll delete this, and then we have a LinkedIn. Now since we are using uh, the cloud version of n8n, we just have to add LinkedIn, which already have, and create a post. Now I already have an account once, so you just have to connect my account, and then LinkedIn will be available for you. But here, sorry, so this is my LinkedIn, and I have created a page for our website, YouTube channel, which is Code Cognition and AI. And I have like two contents created already. Now let's see, the third content should be coming in. And once we, but before that, let's see this one. We have the account. Once you click on that account, and then it's a post. We are saying we are connecting an operation called create, because we're creating. And then there is a post as organization and person. A person, you can add your name to it, and it is an organization. So when you find an organization, there will be a URN number. How do we find that URN number? Is this this is your URN number that has to go over there. Okay, you can copy and paste over here. That's the URN number. And then we are just pushing the text of our code, and the media category, we are pushing that there is an image along with that text, and that's a data file. So once we have this, let's run this. Because I opened it, that's why. So we are just running the entire executing the workflow all together, and then it's going into this part, and then it will automatically create the post. But the post has sorry, I think I had to add because last time I opened it, so that's why the organization you are in just moved out. Now see the code node executed successfully. So that means we will be having a LinkedIn post available in Code Cognition AI. Let's just refresh, and it should be showing up a third content, which is here. And you see the post happened just now, and this is what the image we created, because we had to rerun that image, right? So the image got created, and artificial intelligence made a significant breakthrough in the last 48 hours, major advance in AI power scientific discovery, rise in autonomous system, and all those. So this is what the new thing that came up. You see, artificial intelligence and made significant breakthrough. So we are scheduling this now. How do we automatically schedule? Is that we publish this now. Since it is published, every 2 days at 4 p.m., my code cognition AI will have a new content available automatically for using this workflow. This workflow will run automatically and give us a content for us. So that was the workflow altogether. I hope this is a very nice automation platform. Now we already created another video, the previous video, where we showcased Google Sheets and everything, but we did not create an Excel, directly creating a post to LinkedIn. So in this workflow, it is an entire end-to-end automation, starting from scheduling to content creation using the tools, using creating image generation, because we are also creating an image and then posting it inside LinkedIn. Now, key takeaways, I would say, you can utilize SERP API. Please integrate that instead of Grok. Use OpenRouter to test, and maybe you can change the content, maybe some cryptocurrency, maybe something which you like, right? Maybe it's about cars, maybe it is about airplanes, travel, whatever you want. The image should be generated back based on that, and then utilize. Since I created the post as an organization, try doing it as a person. And let's see in your next video, and comment below in how it is running or how it is working for you. And I would see you in the next video with some new and other contents that are more useful for you. So thank you, bye bye.